There has been some rumblings that are designed to make you think that Donald Trump might actually not be pushing for tax cuts for the wealthy. No, he's actually pushing for tax hikes on the wealthy. Oh my God, this could change everything if the Republicans actually raise taxes on the wealthy to pay for, I guess it would still be for other tax cuts for the wealthy. But anyway, it's supposed to muddy the waters, but not so fast. Here is House Speaker Mike Johnson on this.
Mr. Speaker, one of the movements within the Congress is to, I guess, raise taxes on the rich in order to pay for these tax extensions for the lower earners, like the no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security. The idea that you can have a new tax bracket of 40% for the highest earners. Are you seriously considering that?
Well, I'm not a big fan of doing that. I mean, we're the Republican Party and we're for tax reduction for everyone. So, I mean, that's a general principle that we always try to abide by. There's lots of discussion, lots of ideas on the Hill. People have different thoughts and theories on how we can solve this perfect equation to get all of this done. But I wouldn't put any money on any of that yet.
Yeah, no, he's not doing that. I mean, Maria Bartiromo, what game are we playing? Like, he's not gonna raise taxes on the wealthy any more than Donald Trump is 224 pounds, and I think you know that. I think if Maria Bartiromo knows anything, the last thing she knows, the last thought she has will be the Republicans are not going to increase taxes on the wealthy. And I love the way it's presented. It's like that you would raise top marginal tax rates on the wealthy to pay for your true passion, which is no tax on tips. Like, they might end up doing that, maybe, as a way to distract from the fact that 98% of the entire thing will be for the wealthy. And you know why they can do that? Because the no tax on tips is nothing. It's nothing. They don't care about that. It's a tiny little thing. No, again, slashing corporate taxes down to a comical 15%, slashing or extending the tax cuts for the wealthy are ginormous in comparison. They're not going to imperil that. They're talking about somewhere between 5.8 and 4.5 trillion dollars worth of tax cuts and spending increases. Yes, hundreds of billions of dollars on mass deportations, hundreds of billions additional dollars on defense. They're not going to, even though it would actually help to pay for that if they were to raise the top marginal tax rate, they're not going to do that. It's never going to happen. Donald Trump is getting some cheap, easy PR with headlines like this. Trump told Republican senators he's open to raising taxes on highest earners. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna raise taxes on himself and on Elon Musk and all his buddies, the people he has dinner with, the people he golfs with. That's what he was bought and sent to Washington to do. Again, if that were to happen, that would be the biggest surprise in politics literally ever. Like since AOC beating Joe Crowley or something. Jared, what do you think?
It'd be the opportunity for another one of those, MAGA supporters that actually wants to try and kill somebody. They're not playing this game. That's all they've ever wanted to do is continue to cut taxes on the rich and corporations. That's their whole basis. That's the reasons why they're talking about all these spending cuts. And then are we targeting Social Security? Are we not? Maybe, and we're gonna privatize Medicare. All these same types of things they keep pushing. All of it is to get more tax cuts for them. And of course, they've always posed it as, everybody gets a tax cut. Mike Johnson lied and said it again there. So after you give other folks, $500 and then you take trillions, then that's the tax cuts for everybody plan that they've got. Well, I mean, we did give you $5, so we gave you a tax cut, bro. I mean, literally, that's what we did. Why would they switch that up now? There's no reason for them to do it. This has been all the same plan. If anything else, John, it's one of those pause moments. So it's more and more people like they're beginning to see there's a little bit of pushback that Republicans are finally getting because of how disastrous this guy doesn't know how to hide anything that this party's always done. But as people see it, we need to throw some hurdles in the way, or at least have some people pause for a second. So let's generate some ridiculous headlines like this so that some people are going, wait a second. We always say they almost got it. Like, wait a second. Donald Trump and the Republicans only work for rich people. And then there needs to be something to make people pause before they finally finish making that connection. And this is one of them. So wait a second, but somebody told me that Donald Trump is thinking about raising taxes on the richest. So let me stop in that thought process until we finally get it done. And then they have the money that they've been looking for since the beginning of this whole thing. BS on top of BS.
I have no doubt that some people will be like, yeah, no, that's consistent with what Donald Trump has advocated for his entire life. We should get more from the wealthy. But it'll work on some. There's this poll going around. Maybe we'll cover it tomorrow when Maz is on the show. That when you ask people which party is more concerned with people like you, it's like tied now between the Democrats and the Republicans, which, by the way, lost in that is that is, look, that's blind about what the Republicans are like, but it's also, it's an indictment of the Democrats. So I think people are misinterpreting that a little bit. But yeah, the idea that the Republicans, that Mike Johnson or any of them care about people like you, like, my God, I'm surprised that a person that can think that can like get out of bed in the morning and put food in their face. I don't know how your brain functions literally at all. They're not gonna do that at all. Trillions are gonna go out the door to the wealthy. And then they're gonna lie to you even about that. So graphic 4, it's like they're adamant that doesn't add to the deficit. You're cutting revenue by trillions of dollars. Like 2 to 3 Green New Deals, you're gonna cut revenue willingly, while you cut corporate taxes down to a comically low level. And then you're gonna tell people, no, that doesn't actually hurt the deficit. That's interesting. Can we like check back in a few years at what the deficits are like and what you've added to the national debt? But again, they don't care about that because at that point, they'll already have that money. They'll have had years
add up.
of lower taxes and all that.
They've been pushing this lie that they've got trillions and trillions of dollars coming in because they're offering all this money to outside companies and corporations to come in with zero regulation and zero taxes and come in and do whatever the hell they want. Why would you be offering all this money and saying you're getting it all from these folks who are coming in to take advantage of low taxes and then raise the taxes on them? That would be counterintuitive.
So what satisfaction do I get out of this? In 4 years, we're gonna do a story and it's like, the final total is he added $11 trillion to the national debt. In the same way that we can tell you that he added over $8 trillion
straight up
to the national debt last time. And we just say that, and it like feels when you say that should matter, that like MAGA should be like, oh dear God, $8 trillion. Nope, doesn't matter. They don't care. They don't care. And it'll be 11, it'll be 10 or 11 next time, maybe 12, with the damage they're doing to the IRS and everything, and it doesn't matter. And no one will learn literally anything. I mean, we'll learn, I guess, for all the good that it does us.
All that Trump derangement syndrome you got.
I know, I'm clearly deranged. But facts are facts, and they don't care about your derangement. That's what Ben Shapiro said, I think. Anyway, I've always felt that the greatest definition of intelligence is the ability to tell the future. If you enjoyed that, make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming an actual member. But you're probably wondering, why the hell would I do that, John? First off, calm down. The stakes in this are very, very low. But also, when you click the join button and you become a member, you get access to bonus content that I make every week, and it's a ton of fun. You get access to tons of custom emojis and more besides that. By the way, if you join at tier 3, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself and other awesome people, and we always have a great time. By the way, you'll get all that going forward, but you also unlock years of the back catalog. That is literally 100 or more bonus clips, top 10 lists, debates, and more. What are you waiting for? Click the join button below. Your support powers our show, and we couldn't do it without you. Or at the very least, I wouldn't really want to try. Viewers like you keep me here. So thank you in advance for joining.